Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is the Two Old Farts. This is Chuck, and
It's
with me, as
the
always,
frustrated, better looking of the old two.
let me tell you something here, America. We have had a hell of a time the last 2 months to get this dang thing done. And today we've had to resort to using the app on our phone instead of the desktop version online with Riverside. I cannot hear my dad talk, people. I see the little line levels going. He can hear himself, he can hear me, but I can't hear him. And every single time it's done this. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we haven't done this in a long time.
Maybe I should bring my hearing aids over to you and make a long distance.
Oh, man. You're just as frustrated as I am, and I'm sure I'm not even half as frustrated as you
You're
are.
right. When you
Because the last episode we recorded, you brought your laptop and we tested it out, and I could hear you when you talked.
and I haven't touched that thing since then.
I know you haven't. I believe you. I believe you.
But anyway,
There must be something either in the software or a patch or something got screwed up. You know, a Microsoft patch, because you're on version 11, I think, on
yes.
Windows. I'm on Plus. I don't know if I'm on 11.
But
But anyway, these people aren't listening to the podcast, listening to Two Old Farts have technological. But again, that is what makes us two old farts.
we had a good time the other night, right?
Yeah, we did. But I'll tell you what, man, I felt like a turkey in the oven. I was basting in my own juices.
Let me tell you about this old fart. He had to go tear a piece of paper off of the paper carton to fan himself. Now we're sitting out in that damn open with all them folks looking at us. I'm okay, but he's sweating like a damn pig. Even drinking a beer. I want to take my beer and hold it up to his head so it'd cool him off.
Oh my God! Yes, I tore the cardboard off the beer container. You know where the beers come in and out the case.
And that,
So that's what people put in their empties, and I was fanning myself. I thought I was pretty damn slick.
and if that wasn't good enough, we go inside, the air conditioning, the fans blowing. Of course, there's a whole lot of folks in there. He's fanning inside there too.
Well, first of all, there's no damn AC in Texas is the oldest dance hall. There's fans.
But it was a good time. That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Junior Brown, I tell you, he is quite an artist.
Yeah, he is. He is one of a kind. He's a true original.
Like I told you, he reminded me of George Thorogood. His,
Yeah, the way he kind of entertains and plays
but
guitar.
I mean,
Yeah,
his skill at the guitar, and you know, his singing's pretty good. I liked his wife. I'd like to heard her sing a couple more songs.
yeah. Handyman, I think, was like the big song that
Yeah.
they did.
But he's had a pretty good career, even though you don't think of Junior Brown with the other guys. But he's accomplished a lot in his career. Um, he was with the Beach Boys on one of their recording. One of their albums that actually went number one. George Jones with George Jones on one of his videos, number one. Uh, country,
Yeah, I know he's been with a lot of different artists. He's a very prolific
yes.
artist.
So, you know, that country music award that he won for the video was "My Wife Thinks She's Dead."
My wife thinks you're dead. Yeah.
So, yeah, you think of him, or a lot of people don't think of him, but he's had a pretty amazing career, especially to be his age.
Yeah. How old is he? Holy smokes! I didn't know he was
Yeah,
that old.
he's actually looked pretty good for his age. Uh,
Yeah, he
uh,
does.
but I enjoyed the show. It's fun.
I was hoping you would.
You know, it's fun when you look at the crowd, and that was a pretty young crowd there too.
There was a lot of young folks.
Which
It was very diverse in age, from old farts to middle-aged farts to not so middle-aged farts to like young
Yep,
20s.
they look like there's some college students there, maybe from San Marcos or a place of,
Or you,
yeah. So, but it was a fun evening, and they're selling Yuengling, so that's good for me. I like that Yuengling beer.
yep,
Two tradition,
I know you like it.
two traditions, right?
What tradition? What tradition?
Oldest beer in the country, and one of the oldest dance halls in the
Yep,
country.
I agree
Yeah,
there.
keep beat that old stuff. Well, every
No,
now and then.
can't. So what do you got going after we get done recording
Oh man,
this?
I want to talk about it. I got a colonoscopy tomorrow, so I got to start that nasty old medicine here after we get off this thing.
You got to drink that jug of
Oh man,
nastiness.
I even bought some Crystal Light lemonade to put in. I don't know how it's going to go.
It ain't gonna help.
Yeah, your mom said instead of putting it in the whole jar, let's just do like I got a big 32-ounce cup. Just do a cup at a time, see how that goes. See which is the worst tasting.
You're just gonna have to chug it.
That's what I told her. She said, "You're going to use your straw." I said, "No, I'm just going to turn it up and drink as much as I can without belching it back up or whatever."
You just got to power through
Yeah.
it, old man.
So I'm on that clear liquid diet, and my appointment's not till 2 tomorrow afternoon. So it'll be a fun. It's going to be a.
And you said take you to the
Yeah,
appointment.
she's going to take me. You got to have somebody drive you home and all that kind of stuff. So
Well, yeah, 'cause they put you in twilight
yeah.
sedation.
So well, I'm just hoping the results come out pretty good, and we're about 10 years down the road.
Just make sure mom gives you some clean underwear with no hole, no skid marks,
Well,
and
I got,
make sure you use some wipes and clean that tutor up because there's gonna be people poking
I
around.
got a pair with big hole in them. I just wear them. I don't.
You know, mom ain't gonna let you leave the house like that.
Boy, yeah, you're right. Shirt's gonna be pressed, and pants gonna be pressed. Clean underwear. Even make me shave.
Pressed. Well, you should be wearing sweats. You need to get stuff that you can get on and off pretty
Yeah, I
easy.
gotta wear sweats and a pullover shirt, so it'd make it easy.
Do we need to get you the old man tennis shoes with the Velcro straps? Are you at that point yet?
No, not yet. If I do
Not
that,
yet.
I saw one advertised the other day where you could just slip on, slip off, where they got reinforcements in the heel. So if I'm gonna do that, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, man, I didn't know you was getting that
But
old.
I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to being over with, but
Oh, heck yeah. Be able to eat solid food.
yeah. Yeah, your mom told me yesterday, go eat while you can, cause tomorrow you can't. Boy,
No doubt about
yeah, boy, she's a real trooper too. I told her this morning. I said, "Tell me what you want, so I can go get it before I start this stuff." She said, "No, I'll just bear with you." So she'll eat something here at the house. But anyway, we got another concert coming up on July 28th. I think it's gonna be pretty good, even though he's what 86 or 88 years old. 86 years old.
Well, he needs to hang on until we go
Yes,
see him because we got good seats. I
yes, we
think.
do. And he's the third best-selling singer, right behind Elvis and Frank Sinatra. I did not know that. He's sold
Really?
more albums and stuff than anyone other than those two. I just saw that earlier today. Looked him up, and that's pretty amazing, huh? You know,
Yeah, it is.
he's another artist that's from Texas. I did not. He's from Texas. He moved to California, San Francisco. His family did in his early life, but
I didn't know
he's
that
actually
either.
from Gilmer, Texas.
Is that in East Texas?
I didn't look it up. I think it is.
Let me take a look here.
But
Go to the interwebs. You said
Gilmer,
Gilmer?
Texas. And like I said, he moved to San Francisco in his early years. His dad was a musician.
It's the county seat of Upshur County, best known for being the home of the East Texas Yam
Oh,
Parade.
wow. So that's
Yams.
what, about four,
So
five, six people from that East Texas area? That's pretty popular, famous?
it looks like it's almost perfectly in between Tyler and Longview, but north of Longview. So it's north of I-20.
Okay,
But remember when we went to Alabama last year, we drove through Tyler and
right.
Longview on our way to Shreveport and all
Yeah.
that way. So it's up north of that. So yeah, you're pretty far north and on the eastern half of Texas.
But I'm looking forward to that with your mom. And is Brenda going with that with us or just us?
No, Brenda's coming
Oh,
with us.
good. That'd be a good evening.
Well, so hopefully.
Yeah.
So guess what? Guess how many people have downloaded or how many times I should say that our podcast has been downloaded?
200.
You're very close,
Oh,
205.
wow. Because last time it was like 195, something like that, right? And that was,
195, 198. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been a whole lot. So then I was goofing around inside Podbean. That's the company and the website that manages our podcast and pushes it out to all of the places that you can listen to the podcast. Riverside is the app we're using right now to record this. But inside Podbean, I can click on the world or US or Canada, Australia, Sweden, Germany, and it will tell me where our audience is coming from. So I clicked on the US, and believe it or not, we've had 3 downloads from Montana,
wow.
3 from Texas, 3 from Virginia, 2 from Michigan, 1 from Florida, and 1 from Illinois, and 1 from New Jersey, and that's just since the 30th of June
Oh,
till
wow.
now.
That's pretty good. I'm about to reach out to all your mom's family member up in Michigan and make sure they start listening to us. Get your Uncle Bobby to hype us up a little bit and get some more listeners up there.
That would be fun. So I'm going to look at all time. I'm going to go over the last 12 months in the U.S. So all time here in the U.S. since we started in January, 63 downloads from Texas, 11 from Mississippi, 10 from California. But nobody from California is listening anymore. I guess those hippies found out we're not hippies.
Well, that's where you're born, so
that's why we need to not alienate our audience, because we're going to have to really try hard to leave politics and all that out, because that's not what this show is about. It's about 2 old farts and being out and about.
let me tell you something
But
interesting.
anyway,
Yesterday
what?
when we were doing the helping Walmart with their fundraiser, got talking to a really interesting old man. He's like me. He had his list written down so he don't forget anything. So go home. He was in that massive fire they had last year at Paradise, California.
Okay.
He and his wife were separated for almost 6 hours before he could find out where she was at, or she could find out where he was. As a result of that, they moved to Dallas, and they just recently, moved here to San Antonio area. But really interesting. Just a really nice. But to meet somebody who actually experienced that massive fire they had, it's unreal, it's phenomenal. But
Yeah. Pretty
it
scary.
is. And listen to all that they went through and losing everything. I mean, everything. So
And not a whole lot you can do about
no, it's not. Down power lines and dead trees and so forth and so on. And but it's amazing that they were able to survive and get away, at least with them, the 2 of them. At 88, you're starting all over again, or 86, whatever his age is.
it. I want to push your laptop back where your phone is, or maybe scoot back a little bit because you're cutting your face off.
Oh, that's probably pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, all I'm getting is from the eyebrows on down. Can Can you see how much of your face is in
I
the
see
screen?
everything. It says Bill Anderson. Got my knuckles and my face and my fan and everything.
Well, all I see is just from the Bill Anderson up. Okay, you're framed good. Anyway, so 10 from California, 10 from Illinois, 10 from Virginia, 4 from Montana, 4 from New Jersey, 3 from Tennessee, 2 from South Carolina, 2 from Colorado, 2 from Florida, 2 from Alabama, 1 from Iowa, 1 from Indiana, 1 from Louisiana, 1 from Pennsylvania, 1 from Wisconsin, 1 from Wyoming, and 13 from
How
unknown.
about Georgia?
Nope, nobody in Georgia.
I'm going to talk to your aunt again because she says she's been checking us out.
This is since the last 12
Yeah,
months.
but that's pretty good. And I'm really surprised. We 10 since last week. We had our last one, so
Yeah,
because
and since we started worldwide, 142 just from the United States, 17 from the UK, 3 from Canada, 2 from Ireland, 2 from Italy, not Italy, 2 from the Netherlands, uh,
in Belgium.
2 from Australia, and no, 2 from Netherlands, 1 from Australia, and 1 from that commie country that we don't
All
talk about.
right,
Nothing from the Netherlands.
that's surprising. Well, it is, but it isn't.
I thought it said at one point we had
I
Belgium, but I guess
I
not.
thought it said that once before too with Belgium. Maybe that's included in.
Maybe we're confusing Netherlands and Belgium
Yeah.
because maybe we're not so good.
That'd be easy on my part.
Yep. So that's pretty good. We need to try a little harder to get a little more international flavor and maybe try to bring back some of those California people.
Yeah, since that's where you originally started your life at, out in San Jose, Santa Clara, in that area, it'd be nice to get some family out there and not so family and all those folks. It's a good place.
Yeah, I don't mind hippies listening to us.
Maybe they're all moving to Texas, or maybe we're all moving from Texas to California. I don't know, but
Me
but the
either.
beach out there is nice.
But there's a lot
Yeah,
of it.
but we
So how you feeling? Are you ready? Are you ready for your colonoscopy tomorrow? You getting your head
I
right?
got my head right. I just gotta get that mindset. Actually, I'll just you got to do what you got to do. That's all it is. You know, uh, just hope things come out okay. Um,
Well, if you do everything that you're supposed to do, the test will come out right, and you will blow out everything, so they won't find any residue in there, so they'll be able to
yep.
tell.
Well, that'll be done right because your mom's here. You know how she is. She gonna make sure things done right. After 57 years, that's a person I listen to.
So make sure you choke it on down.
Yeah,
Take your breath.
that's what you're gonna do most time. I thought about using that straw, but I threw that thing away. I said, "You know where I'm gonna suck on that? It won't get much down." So I just turn it up and chug it. So
When you said you're going to start around 2 o'clock taking your
yeah, I got
medicine,
to start it too. But then that clear liquid diet. So I got some 7-Up Sprite right now. I'm drinking on a cup of coffee this morning. Ate good yesterday, so I'm good. Quit
all
taking
right.
all my meds, and we'll have to let everybody know next week how this thing goes. I'm sure they want to hear about somebody's colonoscopy.
Well, make sure you text me your results
Oh,
tomorrow.
you can count on it. But
Maybe we can do something like this again afterwards and let people know that you made it out all right for those, people that do like to
Yeah,
listen.
but it's a fun time. I just got to figure out this damn laptop business, and it's frustrating.
Yeah, yeah, it's frustrating for both of us because we try to make it work and trying to troubleshoot from afar, and you just start talking to the
Well,
screen. And I'm like, Dad, I can't hear
you don't
you.
help them when you start hollering at your old fart dad.
I do not holler at him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna record it.
Well, this time when we were trying to do it on the phone, I'm like, Dad, turn your camera around. And you turn the phone around. I'm like, no, not the other camera. Use the one that you use for a selfie. And you're like, I am. I'm like, if you are, then why am I seeing your
I
laptop
pressed that
screen?
button 3 times before I finally got it.
You had to click the link 2 times just to get it to open. People, I'm not buying this BS that he's selling, and you shouldn't buy it.
Maybe I need to get a new phone.
I don't know. This is what happens when two old farts try to do a
And
podcast
that's how
remotely.
that's how we came about that name, right? Two old farts. It's
Well, no, that's just because you're two old farts.
oh man. Next time,
I think your face is frozen.
no. It's yeah, old age.
Yeah, you're frozen.
No, it's not.
You're not moving on the screen.
I'm moving. I can see myself moving.
Oh,
I can see you moving.
well, maybe you're frozen on mine.
maybe
Now you're frozen.
maybe you need a new phone yourself.
Hey, my phone's finally paid off, so I probably do need a new phone.
Oh well.
But just remember, the trouble that you and I are having trying to get this to work, and that's just two of us. Imagine if we try to have these meetings for the DAV Executive Committee over Zoom or Cisco WebEx or
Oh, I can
whatever.
imagine.
It's going to be
I
all
got
kinds of a
I got an
shit show.
email this morning. I think I sent a lot of messages out. Can
Hello,
you hear me?
you there? Hello, hello. At any rate, you got just a couple of minutes before 1 o'clock.